Hey folks, I'm Indra. I just published Anvia. Anvia is an open source TypeScript AI agent framework. Anvia gives you the primitive to build AI agent with a provider agnostic approach, and you can define your tool schema, pipelines, extractor, or even you can see the tracing and the evaluation for your AI agent. Here is the most easiest example I can show you. Anvia is designed to be explicit. So everything you see here is very explicit and we can see what's happening. We are having the agent builder from the core package, and we are importing the OpenAI client from the OpenAI, and currently we are supporting the OpenAI Anthropic's, Mistral, and Gemini's. You can use like OpenAI likes or OpenAI compatible provider within the OpenAI client, or you can use also the Anthropic compatible client for the provider that use Anthropic. So for example, here we are creating the OpenAI client, and then we are using the completion model, and then we put the agent model into the agent builder within the instruction and build the agent, and then we get the agent and we can send the prompt or set the prompt and then send to the provider. This is quite simple for building AI agent. The other one is the tool call. The tool call is created by using the small utilities from the Anvia core tools, which is the create tools, and you define the name, the description, and the input and output using the Zod schema. And the input will be exposed to the agent, and the output is your intention how the return of the execution will be defined. And you can see here we are adding the tools using the tool because we are having single tool only, and you can use the tools within the S if you are having the multiple tool, and the agent prompts stay the same. The other example I would like to show you is the tool profile. The tool profile can be defined in multiple ways inside the Anvia. One of example I would like to show you is defining the profile tool inside the create tool utility. So for example, we are having the get order, which is non-sensitive operation. It's just getting the data from the database, and currently we mock. And then we have another tool which is issue refund. This tool is having operation sensitive inside the tool because it can be refund for some amount of money. So we are adding the profile arguments here. We have the condition when the profile should be appear, and there is a reason why it needs a profile which will be exposed to the user, and we have the reject message that exposed to the agent. And within this argument inside the create tool, you can define how the permission policy inside your application. And then we can just using the tools, as I say, with a plural form, which is tools, and you can put your tools inside the tool. And this is very simple example when you build the AI agent. And this is how the tool profile works inside the Anvia. The other things that I wanted to show you is our Anvia Studio. We all understand that building an agent is very tricky. And sometimes one of the factor is because we don't understand what's happening behind the AI agent, and it's just kind of a magic. And sometimes we are investing a huge amount of time to build the system, like the backend, the front end, just to test the AI agent. So we are building the Anvia Studio. So you can just import your agent from anywhere from your code, and then you can create the new studio within Anvia Studio package, and you can just call start. And then you can just run like this, and it will show you the UI for you to test the AI agent. So this is the example studio in local UI. So you can see we have chat, we have session, we have trace, studio, knowledge, and it's still simple, but I think it's covering how you wanted to see the agent. So for example, like if we are trying to chat with our AI agent, you can see that it's replying, and we can see the trace. So the trace is where you can see what's happening behind the magic. So you can see the system prompt, you can see the prompt, the output, the metadata. If you are using the model within reasoning, you can see what's happening there. And you can see if it's calling the tool, what's the factor that leads your agent to be hallucinated. So you can check from here, and this Anvia Studio is support tool call and tool approval. So here is, for example, I asked to get the status of order 1001, and it's saying it's blocked because we have the input and output here, and we can try to use the issue refund, which we already have the tool approval policy, and then we can just test it. And you can see here when I'm asking to issue the full amount of refund because I need the input, and it's showing the tool call as well as the approval panel. If you show the panel of the tool call, you can see the input where this is the data would be executed, and you can approve or reject. For example, if we are approving it, and you can see we got the output and then it's refunded. And you can see the full tracing by session ID, like just clicking that session ID, and you can see on each turn, and you can see the whole process on each message. So I think it's quite easy to build something with Anvia, and I do encourage you to try Anvia and tell me what you think. And yeah, thank you for watching this video.